There are rules that every employee had to follow. It was David's second week on the job, and he still had a lot to learn about the late-night operations at Burger King. One evening, as David prepared for his shift, he couldn't help but feel an unsettling presence looming over him. The restaurant was located in a quiet neighborhood close to an old cemetery. It added an eerie atmosphere to the already desolate graveyard shift. David quickly glanced at the clock as he put on his uniform. It was almost midnight, and he wondered what bizarre encounters awaited him tonight. As he made his way to the restaurant, he couldn't shake off the feeling that he was being watched. Entering the dimly lit Burger King, David spotted his manager, Janian, standing near the counter. She was a stern and no-nonsense woman, known for her strict adherence to the rules. Janian handed David a piece of paper, which contained a list of rules for the graveyard shift employees. The sight of the long list sent shivers down David's spine. With every passing hour, the atmosphere in this place becomes peculiar. Janian warned with a serious tone. Follow these rules religiously if you want to survive the night. David glanced over the list, and the rules seemed chillingly peculiar. Some of them included: 1. Never serve a customer with mismatched shoes. 2. If the phone rings, ignore it at all costs. 3. Avoid looking into the bathroom mirrors. 4. Never clean the basement after midnight. 5. Lock the back door exactly at 3:33 a.m. David felt a mix of confusion and fear. He wondered why such unusual rules were necessary. Nevertheless, he nodded to Janian, assuring her that he understood. As the night progressed, David began to notice peculiar happenings around him. He caught glimpses of figures moving in the shadows, whispers in the distance, and strange sounds emanating from the basement. Each passing hour seemed to amplify the eerie atmosphere inside the restaurant. In adherence to Janian's rules, David tried his best to navigate through the night. He avoided eye contact with the bathroom mirrors and paid extra attention to customers' footwear while taking their orders. The phone occasionally rang, but he refrained from picking it up as instructed. However, as the clock struck 3:33 a.m., David's heart raced. It was time to lock the back door, but before he could reach it, a chilling wind swept through the restaurant, extinguishing all the lights. Panic set in as David fumbled through the darkness, searching for the back door. The shadows seemed to grow more sinister, filling him with an unexplainable dread. As he finally located the door, his hand trembled as he turned the key and locked it. Just as he accomplished the task, the lights flickered back on, illuminating the entire restaurant. David felt an overwhelming sense of relief, but he couldn't shake off the eerie presence that seemed to linger. As dawn approached, Janian arrived for her shift, unaware of the intense night David had endured. David was eager to leave the eerie graveyard shift behind him, but he couldn't help but wonder about the reasons behind the strange rules. With a chilling smile, Janian handed him another piece of paper. Congratulations, David. You've passed the initiation. You're now part of the secret society that guards the portal beneath this very restaurant. David's eyes widened in disbelief. The realization struck him that his late-night shifts were about to become even more sinister, filled with inexplicable horrors lurking within the depths of Burger King's basement. Little did David know that he had unwittingly become entangled in a world beyond imagination, where the graveyard shift was far more dangerous than he could have ever imagined. David's hands trembled as he read the additional rules on the paper Janian had given him. These new rules were even more bizarre and unsettling than the previous ones. 6. Never venture into the basement alone. 7. Always carry the silver key with you. It's your only protection. 8. Never let the clock strike 13. 9. If you hear laughter from the deep freezer, do not investigate. Fear coiled in David's stomach as he contemplated the implications of these rules. What could lie in the dark depths of the basement, and why was it so important to guard the portal beneath the restaurant? Over the next few weeks, David found himself drawn deeper into the mysterious world hidden beneath the seemingly ordinary Burger King. Each shift brought new terrors and unexplained phenomena that challenged his sanity. He witnessed shadowy figures darting across the corners of his vision, whispering voices that seemed to come from nowhere, and strange symbols etched into the walls of the underground tunnels that lay beneath the basement. David formed an unlikely alliance with another employee, Devin, who had been working at the Burger King for years. Devin had his own share of horrifying experiences and suspicions about the true nature of their workplace. Together, they decided to dig deeper into the secrets of the restaurant and uncover the truth behind the portal. They spent their off hours researching ancient texts and obscure legends, trying to piece together the dark history that lurked beneath the Burger King. As they delved into the forbidden knowledge, they discovered unsettling revelations. The restaurant had been built on an ancient burial ground, where a cursed artifact had been buried centuries ago. The artifact had opened a portal to an otherworldly dimension, allowing sinister entities to seep into their reality. Their research also revealed that the previous managers of the restaurant had been part of a secret society tasked with maintaining the fragile balance between the two realms. Now, David and Devin found themselves thrust into this role, caught in a treacherous web of dark secrets and constant danger. Armed with the Silver Key and their newfound knowledge, David and Devin embarked on a perilous mission to close the portal and banish the malevolent entities back to where they belong. They navigated the labyrinthine tunnels beneath the Burger King, encountering grotesque creatures and facing their own deepest fears. After a harrowing journey, they reached the chamber housing the cursed artifact. With trembling hands, they performed the ancient ritual to seal the portal, using the Silver Key as the final piece. As the last incantation echoed through the chamber, a blinding light consumed the room, and a sense of immense relief washed over David and Devin. They had succeeded in their mission, closing the portal and protecting their world from the horrors that had plagued them. But the story of the Burger King's graveyard shift didn't end there. David and Devin, forever changed by their experiences, knew that they had inherited the responsibility of safeguarding the restaurant and ensuring that the portal never reopened. As they resumed their duties, the late-night customers remained oblivious to the hidden realm that lay beneath the counter and behind the employee-only doors. David and Devin became silent protectors, watching, waiting, always prepared for the next threat that may emerge from the shadows. And so, the saga of the Burger King's graveyard shift continued, a whispered tale of darkness and secrets known only to those who dared to venture into the depths of the fast food realm.